Listening Ears is an organization focused on providing emotional and practical support to members of our local community. We started in 2006 and we were registered as a charity in 2011. We are committed to reducing isolation, particularly among the elderly people and those people who have become isolated and lonely as a result of grief, or maybe depression, maybe ill health, disability, or any other form of social disadvantage. Services include drop-in, outreach, and interactive activities, and we do all this to support, to empower our clients, and to enable them to take very small steps of change in their lifestyle patterns so that they can achieve improved total well-being. Our client base is very varied, with as young as girls age 7 and even the elderly as old as 99. We have a couple of projects which we have set up in order to meet specific needs that we have identified. And all these projects, they are in line with our mission, which says a burden shared is already half solved. And our aim at the end of the day is to achieve holistic improvements in the lives of our service users, emotionally, physically, and psychologically.
My role actually is to support the manager, Toyin, to run the sessions. Community Angel is a befriending program which we get volunteers to go out into the community and meet with people in their homes.
Because we started to have clients who became too frail to come out, to come to the Feel Good Friday, or those who would have wanted to come but they are housebound. They probably have some form of disability or they have health issues. One way or the other, they cannot be able to come there, and they would have loved to. So we started to reach out to these people one after the other, and after some time they got so many on our list that we thought, you know what, we have to start a program particularly to cater for people who are completely isolated in their homes.
Oh, great difference. I look forward to Wednesdays now, whereas before I wouldn't.
And all they do is go there at least once in a week for about an hour at a time. Have a laugh, have a chat, just have somebody to talk to. And the clients are very appreciative of the service, because all we discover is that they look forward to that 1 hour. I mean, a lot of them, they tell us that they are waiting, looking at their door, waiting for the bell to ring on the particular day that the volunteer is coming to them.
You're my angel without wings. To be able to sit and talk to somebody for an hour is lovely. But it's nice to have a personal visitor that comes to see just me. And if I've got any problems or anything, she'll listen, and if she can help me, she will.
Having a befriender, I think, makes all the difference. Having someone who is going to come once a week, who can share some of your burdens, someone to talk to.
We've been out. I've actually been to a shop. We went to the co-op, didn't we?
We did.
And that was lovely.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't know where anything was, it was still lovely. We went to the gardens and had a look round the gardens. That was lovely.
That's nice as well. And the
Yeah.
cafe. We went to the cafe.
And we went to the cafe. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. And everything.
Yeah. Things that I wouldn't be able to do and couldn't do without you.
A lot of these people are they're intelligent, they've had really busy social lives and whatever, and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, they find themselves isolated and having no one to talk to.
It's not till you're in that situation yourself that you realise how needed it is and how much that they are needed, these services.
Give us a call, because the process will start. Acknowledging that you're there and trying to work towards finding you a volunteer as soon as possible.
like Joan, I feel that we've known each other for years. She's not just somebody that comes for an hour. She's a friend.
As the name suggests, Feel Good Friday, it's a day they can come out and make friends, have a laugh, have a chat, have a sandwich. We do different things on every Friday. First Fridays, everybody gets a massage. Second Fridays, they do exercise. Third Fridays, they have a Tai Chi. And then the fourth Fridays, we tell them to come in hungry, they have a buffet. And because it's so multicultural based, we have different kinds of recipes that we try so that everybody can enjoy something.
Many of them would not be doing exercise such as Tai Chi, doing general exercise, getting a massage and meeting. I think one of the main thing is about meeting. They get to meet other people who are isolated in their homes, and they exchange numbers and make friends. I mean, they can often be seen at the door in the rain, whatever the weather, they come out to meet, and it cuts down the barrier of isolation. Oh, we've seen the changes. I mean, there were people who, when they came, obviously when you go to anything for the first time, you're quite shy and whatever. But I've seen people's confidence grow, through networking with each other, just by coming out and attending the session, maybe doing the exercise. I think that's been a great thing for them, is being able to do the exercise. We've seen people who weren't even able to walk properly. And not only do they come to Listening Ears and Feel Good Friday, they've also now taken part in other activities in their locality.
Went very well today. Everybody seemed to be getting the steps and moving quite well. My main goals are for them to enjoy it, to get a bit of exercise, and it should stimulate the brain and the muscles. I've definitely seen an improvement. Some of the ladies that sort of have never done it before, this is like their third week, and you can already see that they're understanding some of the moves and getting into position a bit quicker. It's a very good charity. I hear that they do lots of good things and help lots of the local community, and they also had a very nice fete here at the weekend for all the local people. I can see that people know each other, they're all friendly with each other, and they're all mixing well from all different backgrounds.
The majority of people who come to Listening Ears never had experience of this hands-on massage touch, and the feedback I get and the satisfaction I see from people, they keep coming, is something they've never experienced. It's something that nobody offers. Just the intimacy as well. You know, it's they feel good. They come back, and on the day I do my massage here, you can guarantee a crowded room. They make a special effort to come for the massage. They feel wonderful. They kind of an arm or a shoulder is sort of quite stiff, and they're literally walking out of the room with their arms outstretched, just manipulating a muscle. They go away feeling they can actually move and feel that joint is actually working. So it's something I feel is so important, so beneficial, especially with elderly.
Hi, my name's Jack Chapman and I run Therapy Heaven in Welling. I come here once a month to do seated exercise classes for listening ears. I've been doing that now for 2 years. Normally average of about 25 ladies. Now and again I might get the odd gent that comes along. Ladies average probably from about maybe 40 up to maybe in their 70s. So I find it's very good for them to do seated exercises. So it's helping them with their stretching, helping them with muscle tone, helping them to get range of motion in their arms and legs, so that they can live a better, more healthy, independent life.
All right, keep going. Keep faster, there's a shark coming, quick.
So with the massage that I do and the exercises that I do, they're able to walk further and enjoy life a bit more. Some people have here that have got knee replacements and mobility issues in their hips and things, and you can really see that they really try, to do the exercises, try and keep up with me as well. Because obviously as you get older, you get a bit more frailer, you get a few more things like arthritis, diabetes, things like that. So it's really improving health for people in the borough. A lot of the ladies like to be very sociable. Some of them are very lonely and they live on their own, and I find that when they come here they can interact with other people, and they've made some good friends and things here. Basically, the improvements I've seen is they can move their arms and legs a lot more and walk a lot further with distance. So any people that are lonely in the community can really come here and really kind of meet new friends and have exercise classes, and they get a free lunch and there's tea, coffee on board, and they very much do enjoy it, and they all thank me and clap afterwards, and I enjoy coming.
I had a great day today.
Yeah?
Yes, I really enjoyed being here. Oh, I love the exercise.
Yeah.
Because that helps me a lot.
Okay.
I do love the exercise.
Has it helped you?
Yes, it has. It has. Because when I'm at home, I don't do anything. I'm either sitting down or just not doing anything. But this has helped me a lot.
Lena actually is one of our clients that we reached out to as a Community Angels client to befriend her. But one of the beautiful things about the service of Community Angels is that when the volunteers start to visit these clients, quite a number of them, because they were sometimes depressed and they have shut down from social life, but because they now have a new friend who comes in to see them, who encourages them to go out, some of them actually develop from there and start coming to Feel Good Friday. And that is the category that Lena happens to be. We reached out to her as a Community Angels client, but then the volunteer encouraged her to come out.
I didn't know about it, but I think it's very good. But the name Listening In sort of puts people off. Well, it put me off because I thought I'd have to tell the story of my life and things, but actually it's not. It's a charity that cares for people. And some reason or other, I was very lucky. In summer this year, they rang and they told me that, would you like to go to Brighton? Oh, I said, I haven't been to Brighton for years.
One of the other things we do for the Feel Good Friday group is that once every year we take them to the seaside. We allow them to choose areas that they want to visit. And then once we agree, there will be a lot of suggestions from many of them, and then we can take a vote. And whichever area is most popular will be the one we will go for the year.
And they were very kind. They took me to Brighton. I had a wonderful day in Brighton. They had 2 girls to help me, so there's no problem at all. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And it was nice, they really enjoyed it. It was a very lovely day. There was no rain, it was very sunny.
Well, the best part for me, as I'm 81 years old, like a little child, as you get older, going on the big wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because when my children were young, Brighton didn't have that big wheel.
Yeah.
You know, the London wheel that we've got it in Brighton now. And I got into that. I thoroughly enjoyed looking down from that big wheel, and there's so many things that I could see. The whole of Brighton nearly from the top.
She enjoyed herself so much, and she actually told me that she hasn't been to the seaside for about 35 years. So it was a beautiful experience for her. She enjoyed the sun, she enjoyed the scenery, she was very happy. And then she felt she needed to belong to that group. So that's how she started to come to Feel Good Friday.
Oh yes, I am going to be a part of this as much as I can. There are days when I can't just get up from bed. I just cannot. I try my best, but I can't. But every Friday I look forward to it. I really look forward to it.
So at least that's one person that I can say this particular program has really changed her life. You know, she's very happy, and she's always talking about how much difference the program has made to her, to anybody who cares to listen. Rosebud Center for Girls is a vision we have to support girls between the ages of 11 and 19. And the vision for the project is to nurture the girls and get them ready for womanhood. There has been beautiful success stories in the project because quite a number of girls who came in there who are very shy, some of them who couldn't even find it easy to say their names when they got in there. And within a couple of months, they start to feel at home. Their confidence level starts to increase, and they have opportunity to learn different skills. They learn jewelry making, they learn to cook. They are always excited about the opportunity to cook because a lot of times it's a very easy option for them to go and buy the junk food, and their excuse is always, "Mommy is not at home to cook." But when we empower them to be able to cook for themselves, whether or not mom is at home, they can at least be able to do something for themselves and then just put some little food together, and then they can do something and they can eat healthily. And then of course they learn different kinds of life skills. They learn jewelry making. Quite a number of them make a lot of jewelry for themselves. They learn to sew. In fact, last year we had our showcase, and we had a fashion show, and all the designs that the girls put on, they actually made them by themselves. We got in a professional who taught them how to sew. They are really free to feel at home, and then because it's an exclusive center for girls, it makes communication easier for them to talk about their innermost worries, you know, because unlike many youth clubs that are boys and girls, quite a lot of things girls don't want to talk about when boys are there. But because it's just girls, they can feel at home and they can talk about anything, and they know that they are not going to be judged. Instead, they are going to be supported. Yeah, the girls have really grown. They have really grown because, like I said, some of them, when they came into Rosebud, they are so shy, they cannot express themselves, because we try to make sure we evaluate their progress. When they come in like that, usually we do an assessment so that we can offer tailor-made support to each of them, because no two girls are ever the same.
Yeah, we're looking to expand for the Rosebud girls. And I think that one of the things that's been identified is that our young ladies are going through difficulties, to say the least, and if we had a space where we could work with them on in a supportive way with their parents, then that would probably mean that they'd be having less problems with ongoing issues. The way we operate at the moment is that we're in a centre where we have to go home when the rest of the building is closed. Whereas if we had our own centre, we could work it according to the needs of the people that we work with.
We started to get some requests for support for some of the moms, and then that was how a little pet project we have now that we call Rose Garden was born. Because we believe that the girls are the roses for the Rosebud. So we thought, of course, the moms are the garden where the roses are growing. So we have named that pet project Rose Garden, and that's a support program for the moms of the girls. And that's around personal development, building their confidence, and then giving them parenting skills and providing an opportunity for different parents to meet and support each other and empower each other, share knowledge, share experience. And then particularly if there is any of them that is struggling with raising her girl that is just has suddenly become a teenager, and then a lot of issues are coming up. But when they come into that kind of atmosphere and they see that they are not the only ones struggling, they meet other moms who have the same problems or challenges. At least there is a kind of a relief they feel that, oh, I'm not alone in this problem. We always make sure we bring on board people who are experts either in the counseling field or in parenting or in different kinds of areas that we know that the moms will benefit, and then we facilitate the workshop for them, and then it can be a wonderful and sharing experience. There was a particular day we allowed the moms to sit down with their daughters. We compelled them to spend time together, because we know that because of challenges of work, a lot of moms and parents generally don't have too much time to spend with their children. So that particular day, we made sure that every mom sat in front of her daughter and they made jewelry for each other, which was interesting. So the moms made things for the daughter and the daughter made things for their moms. It was a very lovely time, and the feedbacks we got after we did that program was very impressive. Very emotional, because sometimes some of the girls don't even have enough confidence to discuss with their parents what they are going through. Some of them were coming in with their junior sisters, and after some time the little girls, the number started increasing, because they could only the girls who are Rosebuds could only come there if they brought their junior siblings, because nobody to stay with them at home because maybe mom is at work. So after some time, when we saw that the number of girls was increasing, we had to start doing something for the little girls to keep them occupied. And when we started to work with the girls, we discovered that there is so much need in their area as well. And we noticed particularly that if they are supported from that very young age, a lot of challenges that the Rosebud girls have now, they won't have it if they had that support earlier. So we started working with the girls, and last year I think we did some pilot program for them. So we've named them Rose Petals. Those girls are between ages 7 and 10, because the Rosebuds start from 11. Those of them who have actually have a lot of changes in their lives, and then we believe that at that kind of time, when they are preparing to go into secondary school, they will have been empowered to be able to develop the resilience that they need for the change of environment when they get to the secondary school for the first time, the bullying and all the different kinds of things that they will experience. But if they receive this support before they get in there, they will be well prepared so that whatever happens when they get in, at least it wouldn't hit them as much as if they didn't have any kind of support previously at all. We have taken the girls on various trips. It was an opportunity for them to confront their fears because a lot of them did so many things they have never done in their lives and that they will never do. So a lot of them, they really said they enjoyed it. Although it was challenging, but it was a wonderful time for them. So they had to do their planning. Then we take them to the shop, they do the shopping themselves, and then they come back in groups, they take turns to do the cooking and to do the serving. And then there were time for workshops, time for personal development, time for them to have fun, because the place we took them to actually has a swimming pool. So every day when it is relaxation time, they all jump in the pool, which of course they loved so much. And then after that they can do their cooking, we can have a workshop, they can do some learning. It was a beautiful opportunity. And one of the things that we discovered as a charity is that it made a lot of difference to the lives of the girls that we took. In fact, if we had our way, we want to have up to 3 or 4 trips every year so that we can take 4 different sets of girls away for 1 week. And it doesn't come cheap to take them away for a week, but it will make a world of difference in their lives because the skills they are going to acquire over that 1 week, because some of them have never left home before. So it's a wonderful opportunity to be away from mom and dad and brothers and sisters for 1 week and stay with people they don't even know, and they have to work with them, gel with them, do a lot of things together that they are not used to. So it teaches them a lot of team skills which they need when they eventually go to university. For example, they will meet with a lot of people they haven't met before. They will have roommates, so that how they can exist with people that they don't necessarily like, but they have to work with them because of course you wouldn't like everybody you meet. So that's one area too that we will appreciate a lot of support and funding to expand. Steps to Living, as the name suggests, is a program where we support members of the community to take small steps of change towards improving their health and their lifestyle. We do one-to-ones with them. We also do group activities. We help them to look at what they eat, how they eat it, the implications of whatever they are putting in their tummy, and then we support them to be able to see how can they improve on what they are eating and their lifestyle generally. It's usually a 10-week program, and within the program people are taught to learn how to read the labels, how to shop right, how to eat right, and how to get the best out of their life. Sometimes we have sessions like Zumba or any session that is a little physically exerting, but at the same time it's a lot of fun. And we have stories of people who have, not only have they been able to support themselves to shed unnecessary weight, but they have been able to imbibe a healthy lifestyle. They have been able to not only help themselves, help every member of their family to eat more healthily, to make options that is good for them, and not to work for money and use it to buy things that will kill them gradually. So it won't be a question of us telling them this is what you must eat, this is what you mustn't eat, but we teach them the principles of what they need to do. I mean, the principles is general and cuts across any culture. The message of reducing salt, reducing sugar, reducing fat, eating more vegetables, eating more fruits, and getting more physically active. So that cuts across any culture.
Hi, my name is Helen, and this is week 11 of the Health and Wellbeing course, and I'm really going to be sad next week because it's going to be the last week, and I've really enjoyed it. On the first night when I came along really just to see what the course was going to be about, thinking, I know all about diet and nutrition, I know enough, about salt and sugar and all that sort of thing. But in actual fact, the camaraderie of the group, I came back on the second night, and I've kept coming back since, and I've actually been loath to miss any night because I've really enjoyed it. I think Toyin and Joy have been brilliant. Loads of information, stuff you just don't think about on a regular basis actually, and they just reminded us of all those kinds of things. They took us shopping, we've learned how to read labels, we've learned how to measure food and how to be more careful and more conscious of the amount of salt and sugar we add to foods. Joy has shown us how to add sugar naturally by adding fruit to yogurt and fruit to juices and making smoothies and all sorts of nice things like that. We've had that lovely chef come in and taught us how to bone fish and how to cut chicken, and just lovely ways of spicing up our food and making it more interesting and more enjoyable. And I think among the group we've all shared recipes and shared ideas and been supporting each other, which has been really, really nice in actual fact. Nobody's been horrible to anybody, everybody's been really nice and sympathetic and empathetic. Yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really going to miss it from next week. And I don't know what I'm going to do on a Tuesday night from now on. I don't know, sad life that I have. So I need Toyin to do something new on a Tuesday night. Plus we've had our Zumba. You know, and Zumba costs £5 to just go for Zumba, and we've had Zumba for 1 hour, we've had 2 hours of this lovely chattering and bantering and sharing and swapping ideas. I've really enjoyed it, loved every minute. And I'm promoting it, telling everybody to definitely look up this course because it's great value, brilliant.
Our clients are needing more than just a 1 day a week drop-in from Feel Good Friday. They would really like to have a space, I think, where they can come by on any given day of the week and just enjoy whatever facilities and resources we've got to offer them. People would like to come by and just have a cup of tea. I think that maybe one of the reasons why they'll come out in all weather to Feel Good Friday on a Friday is because they've got nowhere else to go. So I think that if we had a bigger space, we could offer so much more, and people could come as and when they feel like it within a set boundaries, of course, that maybe you could say, I don't know, between 10 and 2, that they'll be able to drop in to kind of like get help with whatever issues that they're facing, but also that they'd be able to drop in just to kind of maybe just have a cup of tea. It's about engaging with them when they come in and just making sure that everybody's comfortable. They come in kind of like feeling that the world's on their shoulder, but by the time they've been with us for a couple of hours or a couple of sessions, they go away a lot lighter because a lot of the problems or the issues they were dealing with alone is now shared, and as a team of staff, and I think for most of them to put things right for them. They come for the things they like the Tai Chi or the exercise, but they also come because of the friendship that's been built, been formed among each other.
Yeah, looking back at the last 10 years of the journey of Listening Ears, it had actually been a journey. We started as a very little organization and we gradually started growing, and now we were a charity. We are touching so many lives, which is quite exciting and fulfilling actually, because when we look at the feedbacks that the service users give us, both what they tell us and what they feel when we give them the forms to complete, it is very touching and very encouraging, because quite a number of them have very beautiful things to say. We have been given so many awards, and the one that is most notable among them is that we have given the award as the best community-based business in Greenwich, and the award was given by the Southeast Chamber of Commerce. It was a very emotional time for me when we got that award, because almost about 200 organizations actually competed for that particular award, and then there were 11 of us as finalists. And on the night of the award, I didn't even imagine that Listeners was going to get the award, so I didn't invite anybody. I just went there on my own. I knew we were a finalist, and when they were calling all the organizations, they started from the rear, from the 11th person, and they were calling them up to the front. And then by the time they called the third person, and I was still sitting down there, and they called the second person, in fact, butterflies were in my tongue. So by the time they announced that Listeners came first, it was a very emotional time. So many people have done different things to make sure that we get to where we are, and to also ensure we keep going. So we'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you.